What's up, guys? Let's watch a little bit about this guy, this muscular guy called Tristan Lee. I used to be his videos long time ago. What's going on with him right now? Is he on steroids? I don't think so. Let's watch his actual video. Let's watch it. Bim.
As you guys can tell from my face, I am a little bit leaner than the last time that we filmed the YouTube video, so forgive me if
Interesting enough, he seems not so puffy. Even when consuming carbs, since I know he ultimately was reintroducing carbs to his diet because he was in a carnivore diet. Yep, he seems pretty well, I would say. Let's continue.
I'm a little bit rusty, but today and in this video we're going to run you through my full quote-unquote peaking protocol because I'm at the end of my diet, and the last time you guys saw me I was at almost the peak of my bulk. So we're going to run you through all the different food selections.
Too much shredded. It's astonishing. Is it healthy? I don't think so.
How I'm going about meal timing, and how I'm peaking for the photo shoot that I have.
Of course, he has good genetics. That's why his face doesn't look so emaciated. Even if he's training almost every day, all day, he has good genetics, but he just has to take it for granted because one day his body may rebel. Since a lot of things can happen, I don't know. It's up to him to slow down the training, to have a good, um, a healthy mental state, of course. It's up to him.
On Monday, being that I am so close to a stage readiness. So let's do it. So the primary focus is going to be carbs. Obviously we're filling out, but I don't want to keep any of the sources different from what I've been having throughout the rest of my dieting phase, since it is going to be upwards of 1,000 grams of carbs. So most of it's going to come from rice. I find that rice digests super fast and super well, and it's going to be in my system quickly. And then we're going to try some little bits of fruits post-workout, some dates, some bananas. It's going to be lower on the protein end and higher on the carb end, and then throughout the day you'll see kind of how that varies in and around my workout. So since we're on the go today,
let's see this spot. I do like training, but it's when you put this kind of faces, when you are struggling doing it, it's when you develop the wrinkles because too much gestures on your face ate you. It is what it is. Ate you. The more you wrinkle your face, the more you age.
in and around my workout. So since we're on the go today, I am going to try to pick up a food scale, but we're going to do lean protein from some of these different beef sticks as well as the biltong. This is super lean, 32 grams of protein, 4 grams of fat.
I totally disagree with his type of shopping. He just have to buy real food, not it's not garbage, but not these products, foods that's packaged. I would say that they are not very bad because I trusting that he's choosing well trusted items with good additives, preservatives. He takes care of her health, but he lacks of a little bit of health nutrition, maybe because as he's a bodybuilder, it's contradictory to very contradictory to be in a bulk at the same time to be healthy. Your body doesn't you really want to be that much bulky. That's it. Your body doesn't want it to grow to pass its limits, and what he's doing right now is just overworking his body to pass the limits, and I think it's bad.
And then these are lean as well, the turkey sticks. So I'll probably do some of each of these, and then those will be my 3 ounces of protein.
Ooh, well, he has some pimples, but I would say that maybe it's diet correlated. Who knows? Maybe too much stress
Protein in each
or steroids. Who knows?
meal. Here's a little hack for you guys. You can just scan the barcode and put it in. This is not sponsored, but MyFitnessPal is what pretty much everyone uses. So in and around the workout, we're gonna have whey protein. So we're gonna try to get something that's completely pure whey isolate. Oh, it's 20 grams of protein though, and there's electrolytes in it.
Electrolytes. Well, he needs it, and he needs it more when he was on the carnivore diet thing. But I don't think that he would need it the electrolytes right now, as he's eating mostly a variety of food. So don't worry about it, Lin.
That's perfect. Not sponsored. I'm acting like I've been on such low carbs. My whole cut, the lowest amount of food on my cut is 200 grams of carbs. None of these are ripe. Wait, this is free?
For the kids, not for you.
I'm a kid. One of these, that's all I need. 100% dates. Sweet. With all my meal.
Dates. I love dates. Eating dates alone by itself, it's horrible, but when combining with yogurt, it's delicious.
Doing an extra quarter teaspoon of salt, so I'm getting a little bit of extra sodium, and then I'm going to be drinking a decent amount of water today as well. I need a food scale too, because we left the other one at the hotel and we're going to be out literally all day for the Mr. Olympia Expo. Damn, we got kicked out for filming. What we're doing for meal number 1 is no actual food, because most of the food's going to be coming later in the day. So we've got 3 scoops of a carb powder, which is about 85 grams of carbs, and then with that we're doing 20 grams of whey protein, and then I'm going to do probably about half a teaspoon of Redmond's real salt. We're going to drink this, Eric's on his way, then we're going to catch you guys at meal number 2. This is going to be a thick shake.
How? What does the taste like? You can see in his face. It's not tasty at all, I think.
Are so thick.
Meal 2. Powder again. growing its roots, eating rice.
Okay, finished the workout up and I get my first real actual meal. Protein, 20 grams from whey protein isolate. And then we got our carb source, which is 150 grams of carbs just from straight up white jasmine rice, as well as a banana. We're gonna eat this, hopefully feel a little bit more full. Again, as I said, I'm adding salt to it. I'm gonna add another half teaspoon on top of what I was already having, which was just a taste. We're gonna down this and then we're gonna head over to the Olympia Expo. So we are here at the Mr. Olympia competition.
What are the brownish main toasted chocolate brownie behind him? What were they doing? Like, well, I don't want to offend them, but it's such a weird sport.
Competition where I'm going to be defeating Derek Lunsford for once and for all. I think I was pretty strong. 68.8 kilograms. Go get him count. Count. Go get him. Sweet. Thank you, man. Come on, Jordan. These three gentlemen are going to give it a shot. I'm going to give it a shot as well. Meal number 3, we got 125 grams of carbs from just more white rice. So that's about 155 grams of white rice that's like dried up here. And then we got 2 days.
Seems that you are adding a lot of carbs. You're taking it seriously. You are following the gym rules. You've changed your mind drastically. I remember you eating the keto health, the keto diet, not eating carbs at all. Wow, this transition is shocking for me. A lot of carbs. Like, at least clean carbs, I would say. Rice doesn't have too much nutrition, but it's pretty good for your stomach and doesn't create too much problems. Dates, maybe a little bit high in oxalates. I would say that this meal is bad right now because you don't put it any calcium foods to bind the oxalates that dates contains. It's up to him again to be more conscious about nutrition.
Dates, which is about 25 grams of carbs from dates, and then we got another 3 ounces of lean protein from biltong. So we're gonna eat this and then head back into the expo. Alright, so finished up at the expo. It was a pleasure meeting everyone. It was exhausting though, so we definitely got our 14 to 15,000 steps that we're supposed to be getting. Meal number 4, you guys are gonna notice that a lot of these meals are extremely simple, and they're very similar to each other. Just rice is the primary carb source today, so we're just loading up on rice. We've thrown in a little bit of dates, a little bit of one banana.
Gimme rice.
Keeping it simple and keeping digestion good has been a #1 priority for me. So you guys are gonna see in this meal.
Again, rice doesn't create too much problems. You had to follow this rule before you were going in a wrong path when you were doing the carnivore, the so-called carnivore diet, the so-called keto diet. You were struggling too much. That's why you felt low in energy. But right now you seem pretty good, adding a lot of carbs. You left the cult by eating that way. That's good.
And the 2 following meals, pretty much all the foods are foods that I've had in my diet or in my bulk that I've found to digest well. So meal number 4 here, extremely simple. We have 100 grams of carbs from rice, and then we have 25 grams of carbs from dates, and then we have 3 ounces of lean protein from sockeye salmon.
I would recommend to you not adding too much dates on your meal. Why? Again, dates contain a lot of oxalates. If you don't put it any calcium source like cheese, milk, or something like that, you would create some trouble. Hear me or not, it's your decision, Tristan.
I've been using sockeye salmon because of the omega profile for the past, I don't know how many months, but it's great for lowering inflammation, and especially as you're getting leaner, these are things that you want to prioritize. When you're in a caloric surplus, it doesn't mean as much, but as you get...
Salmon has a little bit of calcium, but it's just a little bit. It's not enough to bind oxalates.
into that hypocaloric state, you want to make sure that all of your micronutrients are being hit, because it's less likely to hit them because your food is lower. So here we've got this meal, and then we got to do check-ins for Jared. He's asking me to send photos after this meal as well as my last meal, so you guys are going to see those check-ins and hopefully see me a little bit more full than you did this morning.
His glutes. Is it a human art? Is he on steroids? What do you think, guys? Obviously, he has good genetics. I doubt it. He's on something. What I'm sure he's on something. Insane.
Okay. Meal number 5. As you guys can see, as I said, these are all extremely similar meals. So this is just a little bit more carbs, 150 grams of carbs from...
You heard me. You didn't add that. It would be awful adding that in all your meals. That meal is pretty good. It's much better.
white rice, and then 3 ounces.
But it's kind of dry. I think that's smoked sockeye salmon. That's salty. It's not appetizing. It's dry. You have to buy it salmon raw and eat it, maybe with some raw milk or some fruit to hydrate you. Would be an example of a healthy meal.
Of lean smoked salmon. You guys are going to see that final meal, and then you're going to see the final check-in where I get to see how I kind of am looking, and I'll send that over to Jared. And then I'm going to do the last check-in. This, yes, is microwavable rice. I weighed it all out, but I'm very, very lazy. 150 grams of carbs from white jasmine rice, 30 grams of protein from whey protein isolate, and then 30 grams of walnuts. You guys have seen me do the protein pudding with the walnuts. It's just this time we got a little bit more carbs. So that's the full day. I gotta eat this, do the final check-in, and you guys can see how I actually finished up the day looking.
Okay, let's see. 4,500 calories. Is he in a bulk? I don't know. Who cares? 191 grams of protein. It seems too much by his height, or I don't know, maybe He wants to maintain his weight, his muscles. Yeah, bullshit. 150 grams of carbs. That's good. You maybe are feeling more healthy by eating that amount of carbs. You feeling with good energy. uh, as he trains a lot, he deserves it. You don't. He deserves it. He trains a lot for his audience. Not for him, maybe for his audience. 31 gram of fat. It's a little, very little, Tristan.